we're going to do a decorate, after Easter, decorate with us, with me. Jason has gone to pick up a meat order at a meat house where we buy fresh meat. And he's gone to the Home Depot, I think, to get something for the dryer, and he was delivering some eggs to some church people. So while he is out, we're going to do the decorate with me, or the decorate after Easter with me. All of this, or some of this, is more recent stuff. All of it is either thrifted, estate sale, or flee across Florida, something like that. I see a lot of people doing YouTube videos, and they do the thrift stores and they're going thrifting, and that's great. My thrift stores, however, there are days you walk in and you walk out with nothing. And very few times that I walk in or walk out with more than one item. And I mean, that would be a very boring video to show you one item. So I like estate sales for that reason, because I'm bound to find something. Now, I have had estate sales where I walked out with one basket and that was it. But we try to, if we're small hauls, and we try to kind of combine them. Now, the last video you saw a haul from, there was 2 pieces from an estate sale, and then there was a few things from the thrift stores. So that was thrift, and you saw us decorate the commode cabinet over there. So today we're going to do the dining room. We're going to do the tricorner cabinet. We're going to do the buffet behind me, and we're going to do the table. So I'm probably going to do the table first, because I have everything that's going to go on it sitting in chairs and on ledges right now. So I want to go ahead and get it done. That way I can start putting all the other stuff on the table, and I don't have to walk so far to get the stuff to put it on there. So maybe I'll cut down on the time. But here is our decorating after Easter. We're going to start here on the table. Don't pay any attention to some of that stuff over there. That's going to go on the sideboard. But we're going to cover the table with one of my favorite, looks kind of like a Victorian look, tablecloth. Probably bought this at an estate sale. It is perfect size for my table. I'm trying to figure out, because I do have a stain or two on it, so I want to get the stain on that end. You can find some of these at the thrift store sometimes. I have found some nice linens at the thrift stores, but not too many. I can tell you I had to go, something is up with that going during the week versus the weekend. You know, if you go on Friday and Saturday, usually you walk out with nothing, or I have. And see if I got it on the right end. I went Wednesday. I had a doctor's appointment over there. And I went to 2 or 3 thrift stores, and I have stains on both ends. Which ones can I live with? Let's do this. So I went by the thrift store and actually got a few things. That shower curtain that I told you about. And what else did I get? I think I got shirts and bowls. I've been looking for a shower curtain too, and that was nice. It was that DKNY for $4, and it looks perfect in that bathroom. I love it. I put it up today, so we'll try to include a picture. That would probably go on that last video that you'll see. So I'm already talking about something you should probably see before this one. So step back a minute just to see if it's even, and I believe it is, or maybe it's a little too far down that way. Yeah, there we go. I like the kind of the box lines and all, kind of tells you which way you're going, but you can't always depend on that, because some linens might not be particularly square. Anyway, I like that look, that tablecloth. It just looks old-fashioned. And then we're going to start with, this was a, I think 65-mile yard sale deal. Johnson Brothers, England. It's just a nicely stained big white platter. I haven't been able to use it anywhere else. So that's what we're going to do here. And then this, and we are going simple with this. I don't know if I've told you. We're just going light colors and doing kind of a simple decoration. This came from an antique store. These came from probably Hobby Lobby, somewhere like that. I'm not really great with fake flowers. I don't like fake flowers that look like fake flowers. So there we go. Now we're going to do, and I don't remember how these went, but we're going to do some brass candlesticks, candle holders. And I got different size tapers in these. Here's one of my favorite ones, has its own snuffer. And they're different patina. I like that. I don't like matchy-matchy. So we're going to do 2 on one side, and we're going to do 3 on the other, just because of the matchy-matchy. And then one of my favorite picture frames, that hairpin picture frame, I got it in a estate sale last year. I think it was last year. And then we've got these 2 little salt and pepper shakers. I got this at an antique store. You've heard me talk about the Fur People before. They have a booth. One of my favorite antique stores. We have our name on the list for a booth at that antique store, but it takes a while. So I haven't put my name anywhere else. I probably should, but we're waiting on that store. But anyway, this was in the Fur People's booth, Felines Under Rescue. They do a lot of work with stray cats and dogs. And I like when I go up there if I can find something, because their stuff is usually half off. These were listed at $10. I think I got them for $5. And then I got a old antique metal glass eyeglass holder for, I think it was marked at $6, so I got it for $3. But I've got a bunch of salt and pepper shakers, the silver ones, clear glass and silver, but I wanted some brass to go there with all the brass that's on the table. So that is a simple look for the table. And I'll take you closer. Sorry, I'm moving you around a little bit. The chairs are getting in my way. So I got all the chairs pulled out, stuff sitting in them. I mean, just that's going back on the shelves. So now we're going to start on maybe we'll go ahead and do the tri-corner cabinet there. Show you what we're going to do with that. I'm going to try to start you on that very top spot here. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but I'll take a picture of it, or I'll get you up there so you can see a little better. But we're going to use this that I got at an estate sale. I think I had to pay $20 for this thing. So I'm not lucky enough to find those in the thrift stores. So there's that one. This one I got from the Flea Across Florida, relatively new. It's the one with the chip on it. I paid $5. See, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes not so much. So putting them up there, and we're turning them opposite. The handles are in opposite directions. Now this I got at an antique store. No. Estate sale, not too long ago. It's been up there for a minute. I think it was there before Easter. Let me adjust my microphone. It's falling off my bra. And this one you'll see on the last haul. It's a short one. I did manage to get that rubber seal out. I just didn't put another one in. I soaked it in hot water and pried it off with a knife. But yeah, it looks a whole lot better than having that melted rubber seal there. So there we go. Then this was from Flea Across Florida, from the estate sale where we met Melissa and Karen. So that is the little doily that she had. And it has taken me a minute. I have tried it in every vignette in this house. And then today, it finally dawned on me to put it up here with that. So I'm going to take you up there, let you see what the final thing looks like. Sorry, not swab on my feet. That's what it looks like on the top of the cabinet. Now, we are going to start on this top layer right up here. And that is going to bring out our old friend, the chicken. Big green chicken. I've had this thing for I don't know how long. And I use it on the table. I've used it on the sideboard. I've used it on this. Now this, I bought it in an antique store years ago. This I got at an estate sale last year. It's marked. It's a nice little stained up ironstone pitcher, very small. And we've got a couple of wooden spoons. This one's just a small one that I don't have anywhere else to put. And then this one is that one I got at an estate sale here locally. It has that green on the handle. So we're going to put that one where you can see the green. And then over on the other side of Miss Chicken, we're going to use this. I've shown you this before. And then yesterday, when I went to that estate, I keep saying antique store, but estate sale, I bought this one for $1. You probably saw it. You'll see it in the haul before this. So there's that one for $1. We have our 2 little glass little oil lamps, little bitty oil lamps. I guess they're called night lights. I'm not quite sure. Let's see, what was next? I did take pictures of everything just to make sure I could recreate this later on. So we're going to go with, I think Mr. Pig was next. I like decorating with the pig. Let's see if I can get my microphone straight here. And I don't remember. I think it was this. It is an ironstone pitcher. I believe it's marked. Yeah. I love it. I love that staining. I love that duck bill. I love the handle. These are all the pie servers that I have that I've collected. Those are something that's kind of dried up. Don't see them as much anymore. That or tomato servers, you know. I'm always looking, but I can never find. So, another thing that I got from Melissa at the Flee Across Florida estate sale part, all those butter pats, remember those? And my favorite little picture in this bronze frame that I keep of Mom over here. I hope nobody ever gets sick of seeing her picture, because a lot of those come from what we picked out for her funeral thing, the montage of pictures, and I still have them, so I keep putting them up. So we have one of those. I think I got this at Goodwill. And it has an LED candle in it. I use it on the commode cabinet, so we're going to put it here just for a little bit of sparkle. Now, the next one, this, I showed you on the commode cabinet, there was a lace doily under Mom's picture. I bought that at Salvation Army. And I told you, let me show you before I take it apart, because I don't know if I'll ever get this thing to drape again the same way. So there was a couple of bags that I got, and they were kind of expensive, $1.99, $2.99. They had other pieces in it, but that piece that I showed you on the commode cabinet and this piece were the ones that I liked the most. Now this, as you can see, it's square across the top, and it goes down into a point. This, I believe, is something that you would put on the arms of your couches or the arms of your chairs. Maybe it's those old dressers that had the boxes on the top. I don't know. But my mother gave me a crocheted version that had big yellow flower in it, and she told me that that's what people would put on the arm of their chairs or their couch to keep them clean. So we put it in this little box. There's my little dovetail box. I had those little white ironstone platters in here, little miniature platters, and a little bit of greenery. I don't think I draped it the same as it was, but it'll have to do for now. And let's see. My little gravy tureen kind of comes out and stays out this time of year. It's marked Japan on the bottom. I got this in the estate sale for maybe $6. So probably trade places. So we're not, you know, white wood, kind of a zigzag thing. We're also going to do our other cup with our LED lights. A slightly different cup, but it does have that gold band. And I had this stuck here, and I don't remember which shoulder or which shelf it was on, so we're going to find, we're just going to put it here for right now. It's that knife thing. I got that at a estate sale here not too long ago. So I hardly ever change that. But I'm going to add a few things to it. We're going to add this picture. I think I've shown you this already. Paid $8 for it at an estate sale here recently. And we're going to put that in there. And to hide kind of that red rolling pin handle, this was just a little picture. I've used this in my bathroom a lot. It's just a little gold frame picture. We're going to put it right here just to kind of hide that red just a little bit. So that is our tri-corner cabinet. Let me see if I can get you up here to look at it a little bit better. There's Mrs. Chicken. There's all those butter pats and Mom. Here we go. And then down here. And those last two are stuff that I don't really mess with. And you can't really see it unless you just walk around to the side of the table, so they kind of get left alone. But there is our tri-corner cabinet. Now we're going to start on our very empty sideboard. So like the table, we're going to start with the linens. And this is something I got at an estate sale years ago too. I think I paid like $3 for this laced runner. It's a little off-white. Just trying to check and make sure that I've got it even both sides. That drives me crazy if I'm looking and I see something that's not quite even. So we've got our lamp. As you can see, we've got our Galileo thermometer, which my husband loves. We've got to hide that back here. All right, so now I really, really wanted to do something with this spice box that we got for $5. It's just beautiful, and I think it needs to be out. So we've got him sitting right here. In the middle, because I kind of like to go for height in the middle and then something not as tall on either side, we're going to use our glass lamps. They don't have oil in them, so it's okay. So over on this side, we're going to fill in. We've got our ironstone. One of them. A bunch of them got put up because they're not being used. And then one of my favorite ironstone pieces, of course, it's all that staining on it, and all of our tomato servers. I mean, I shouldn't complain. I got 5 of them, but it's always a thrill to find something that you think you want to collect. So we're going to put that here. Now on top of this, we're going to use, these are the only white ironstone butter pats that I have. Everything else is kind of a decorative butter pat, but you can see the staining on that one. These two are in not immaculate condition, but yeah, better than that one. But yeah, I wish I had more of something like that. But anyway, we're going to use that, and we're also going to use our miniature butter press. And we're going to stick it up here on top of our spice rack. Then I remembered I had these little chickens, and I bought these at a thrift store for $1 a piece, and I can tell you because the price is still there. So we're going to include him up here because, of course, we have chickens and chickens, and chickens. They're killing me. They're trying to get in my flower bed at this point. So, I mean, I've got Carl out there. Carl's kind of falling down on the job. They're driving me crazy. Now we've got a stack of little, we had these out for Easter. It's just those little bread plates. They're all decorative, all different decorations. But we're going to put our good butter. This is our good butter mold because it does have its middle. This one came from an estate sale. I want to say one of our locals. One of the first ones estate selling in my hometown or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't have its mold on the bottom. So we're going to put it out here just to sit and look like wood, which is what it does. And then we're going to take some of our decorative plates. And these are the ones that I collect. As you know, just the plain ones. We've got 4 plates, 4 saucers. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my wax warmer. Now, I don't use a wax warmer too much anymore. My sister bought me 2 of them. It was a popular gift right around, I don't know what that is. What was scratching there? Anyway, it was a popular gift for her to give me there for a while. But I don't use it so much anymore. Matter of fact, I got a candle over there, a Bath and Body Works candle right now burning. So we're going to push all that together. We're going to put up our potato mashers. Antique store, and estate sale. And I had this here for that. So let me pick this back up. That's what it was. That's what it was. I couldn't figure out why in the heck. So now, there we go. I'll have to consult my pictures. We also have a couple of our cups. And if you saw the previous haul and the commode, I was explaining to you about some cups. Well, these are a little bit different. These have the design on the bottom, and they're not, well, this one is marked USA. They are. And they have a little different design on the bottom. The other ones are plain and slightly bigger. But you can see this is my favorite one to display because it's that stain ring right there. And a couple of our, I think people call them baby spoons, but I think these things have a purpose. I think they're like sorbet spoons or affogato spoons or whatever. I mean, depends on how bougie you are. So, we also have 2 bowls, 2 little bowls. I think it's the only 2 bowls that I have that are plain. I have one that's got the flowers in it, which is put up for right now. And then our other chicken, because we had 2. So we're going to put them down here. What else we got here? We've got our grapette bottle. Because I absolutely do love the color combination of wood, more the darker wood, and white and glass, clear glass. So he's just over here helping hide the wax warmer. And then we've got a flower frog, just for a little pop of color, a flower frog and one of our Victorian cards. This is the one that Master Herbert Stennis got from someone, to the one I love. So anyway, it's going here. Just like I said, just a little pop of color. So, I'm going to take you down, let you see that. Sorry, I don't mean to bump you. And, well, we got some other stuff stuffed over there, but we're not going to be using that. That might be saying where it's at. But anyway, and I think this all kind of goes together. Just kind of flows together, I think, which is one thing I couldn't get done during the Easter programs. I just couldn't do it. So that's it for decorating the dining room. There's only a couple more places, and it's already decorated. We might just take some pictures and tack them onto one of the videos coming up. But that is it. That's what it's going to be for right now. Until something else strikes us, or we find something at a estate sale we want to change it over, this is pretty much what it's going to be for right now. So anyway, thank you for watching South Georgia Home. I hope you enjoyed this, maybe give you an idea, small idea. If you've got extra candlesticks, brass candlesticks you want to do something with, there you go. Bunch them up in one place. They kind of look cool together, all together in one place. And then, yeah, displaying all our little treasures that we've spent time going to estate sales and antique stores finding. So thank you for watching South Georgia Home. I hope you have a good week ahead of you. This is Saturday and it's already hot. You can tell by my face. It's already hot. It looks overcast, and God knows we need some rain. We haven't had any in a while. We have been toting out hoses and sprinklers. But anyway, I hope it's good weather where you are. I hope you're getting out and enjoying the weather and enjoying life and enjoying maybe going estate selling or antique store shopping or thrift storing. But I hope that we've helped in some small way maybe of showing you how we do things. I know for me, if I watch someone else's channel, I might get an idea. Maybe I'm stuck on something, and it kind of gives me an idea of how to display something. Or like the colors, like I told you, I like the wood and the white ironstone and the clear glass. That I got because I was sitting in Cracker Barrel of all places one day and was watching their fireplace, and they had some of that stuff on top of their mantle, and I thought that's a really neat combination. That's where that came from for me. So hopefully we've done something like that for you. Now, I hope you enjoyed what you see. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I keep hitting this mic. And please come back and leave a message. We do read and respond to as many as we can. So thank you for watching South Georgia Home.